Have a really good think, because somebody you know could earn you a lot of money for very little effort. Think, who do you know that wants to buy a property in Spain? A colleague, a mate, someone in your family, a friend of a friend? If you know someone, go to welcome-estates.com and click the Refer a Friend link. If they buy, you'll pocket a nice chunky thank you from one of Spain's leading estate agents. T's and C's apply. All details at welcome-estates.com.
Oh, you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? An early Sunday morning today, innit? Cold. Just on my way to Newark. Big shout out, Welcome Estates. Thank you for this little mission, 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Right, there's only one place to start, isn't there, boys and girls? I don't know how this is going to come out. I don't know. No traffic on anyone. They're pulling in there. Joshua's the place to start, isn't it, really? You've just seen that, haven't you, last night? What did you think to that? Hey? What did you think to that? It was embarrassing, wasn't it? Hey? Proper embarrassing, wasn't it? How can he come back from that now? He can't come back from that now, surely. Anybody they put him in with now, anybody that's not Tyson Fury could beat him, couldn't they? Where's he going to go then, Joshua? Where does he go then? He doesn't go anywhere, does he, if he gets beat? He's not going to be able to go anywhere, is he? Hey? Why not? Because he's crap. If you can't beat Jermaine Franklin, give it up. Don't con the fans no more, making out you this road man. You are not a road man. You're a bloke from Watford that's lifted a few weights, knocked a few junkies out. You're not a road man. You're frightened to pull the trigger. You've just seen it. Couldn't believe what I was seeing with my eyeballs. You're looking at a man that's past his sell-by date. Not well past his sell-by date, isn't it? And it's a shame, really, because he's not bad, is he? But he's not in that top bracket, is he? But they built him up as that. And now look what you've got now. Old Eddie Earl, so Eddie on back foot now, isn't he? Begging bowl out. They'd love that Fury fight, wouldn't they? But you know, between the lot of them, they've told that many whoppers, they've spun that many stories and made it up as they go along, that eventually it all became rancid, didn't it? Isn't that right, Bricktop and Eddie Hills? Yeah. And all your little carry-ons around you, all your little minions. Yeah. And now we've got Conor Benn there in crowd refusing to talk to media because they're doing the job. Hey, how many of these YouTubers are going to do what Gareth A. Davis did now? They're all going to be frightened to approach him in case they say, oh, you're not going to get Coogan speaking the truth, are you, or saying it how it should be said? You're not going to get that. We never got it with Billy Joe's situation. Well, you're not going to get it, are you? I mean, how many kids is Coogan the godfather to? How many boxers, kids? I know there's Billy Joe's brother, one. He's one of Ben's kids. Coogan godfather to that. What is this? We'll sort the IFL guy out. He can be godfather to a kid. Then we've got complete access. He'll never stitch us. He's nearly 1 million subscribers. Is that how it works? Right. Favours for favours. People being in positions of power in the media are not asking a single question. They're asking questions that a sausage would ask. So I look at it. What questions are they asking them? If Conor Benn's innocent, show us this dossier. I don't want to see Spencer Fearon coming out saying he's innocent, Tony Bellew saying he's innocent, Darren Barker saying he's innocent. All these people have ulterior motives, and that is, they need to be around boxing, they need access, they need media gigs, and the way to get that is to be nice to the big dogs like Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn. They're not going to go at Juve. If that were Jarrell Miller that had failed the test, what do you think them boys would be saying about Jarrell Miller? Hey? Diesel in a minute. Do you know what I thought about doing with Diesel? Just pulling up, taking plates off, pulling up, filling up, burning off, putting them on. That's what I used to do years ago when I had a mini Metro. When it were about 30 quid to fill up. Ah, look. Well, getting back to the media, the boxing media circus. Crap. It's utter rubbish. Rubbish! Rubbish! They're all going to push it out now. We need it rounds. You need it rounds. You need it rounds. He's a shot fighter! I've been telling you for a long time. He got found out against Vladimir. He got found out against Vladimir Klitschko, Joshua. And Vladimir couldn't pull trigger with an old man pushing 42! Jesus. 42-year-old nearly, and he couldn't pull trigger. Since then, he's been wrapped in cotton wool. Ruiz has flogged him. We're frightened to finish Ruiz up in second one. He had him on hook. That's like getting a shark on hook in middle at sea on your boat. Saying, nah, we'll let it off. Unbelievable. Look at these speed cameras down here. So that's how I look at it anyway. So Joshua's got to do better than that. Where can he go now that's a safe fight? The thing is, Eddie's going to be looking at it like this. How can we still make millions off Anthony Joshua? We don't have a world title. How can we keep him earning and keep him turning over? Because they're accountants, it's a business, they've got to turn tickets over. They give loads of tickets away to that show. I don't believe they give them all away, but I'd say they probably get about 5,000 comps out that arena. Because the fans aren't there no more. Fury might be able to pull him in. He's got a community around him, and this is why he's out holding out for big money. You can understand why he's saying that. But you've got to also, you can't just be in black areas and white. You've got to think, yeah, I've got to earn good money, but I've got to give something to fans. What are these boxers today? What are these boxers today giving back to the fans? You know when you have like Leonard Earns, Agler, Duran, all that lot. What's the one I like? Where he calls him a cue ball head. You know, like Agler Earns. That's the one I like. Agler Earns. They got at it, didn't they? He wasn't bothered about what other one were getting. They just went 50-50. They're getting millions anyway. We're all going to be dead at 70-year-old plus. Who cares? I've probably got about 15 years left, 15 Easter eggs to eat. You've got to make most of it while you're here every day. Fed up of being lied to, aren't we? Even Errol Spence fight breaking my heart, man. It's a great fight, that, isn't it? Spence Crawford. But I just feel cheated by it. We're not getting the fights. These people must sit at home laughing, these boxers. They must sit at home and think, we're not fighting him, that's an hard fight when I can fight an easy one for the same money. Yeah, but how are you testing yourself? And I don't want to get a stick for this, but I once said to the great living legend Carl Frost, why don't you just have an easy one? Everybody else does. So why do I want to waste a camp? Put myself through all that, meaning 2 weeks on his own and then 12 weeks with McCracken. Why would you do 14 weeks to go knock over Fred Blow when you can fight a legacy fight? You can have legacy fights, can't you? A great elite fighter will probably get 2 or 3 elite fights on his record. Whether he wins, loses or draws, he'll get 2 or 3. Some of them get a lot more, you Canelos and Mayweathers, but you've got to have 2 or 3, and they've got to be like a Lennox Lewis Riddick bow for me. It's got to be like that. Lennox Lewis Riddick bow. 2 undefeated guys going at it. Fury Usyk, brilliant. Fury Joshua's now lost its flavour a bit, hasn't it? Joshua's got 3 defeats, he's shot to bits, can't pull trigger. Fury's been dropped several times in his career, he's got a draw on his record, hasn't he? But he is undefeated, and it'd be bullying if Tyson Fury fought Joshua. It'd just be so Eddie could get 40%. You see, well, 40's better than note. But when you look in the cold hard light a day of it, look at Riddick Bowe. They're comparing Tyson with Riddick Bowe, aren't they? Riddick Bowe's got 6 wins over world champions, Tyson's got 5. Similar careers. Riddick Bowe were finished at 28 though, fat as a pig. But very similar careers, but you never hear people say Riddick Bowe is in that top 10, is he? He's not really all-time great, and I think Fury's that. He's a good world champion like Riddick Bowe, but he hasn't pushed his to go to the next level, in my opinion. We're not saying he can't. It's a bit like Calzaghe, isn't it, and Billy Joe Saunders. You always feel that they're never really testing themselves. That's what I think. I like to see fighters test themselves. Look at Clinton Woods. Look at his career and Proctors. Test themselves, don't they? Canelo, they test themselves. What we got now? Oh, I don't want to fight him. Oh, that's a lot of money. Well, I want 75 million and you can have 15 million. Because I'm the big noise, or it's not happening. Who are these people to dictate? Why are boxing fans not taking boxing back? Why are we not taking it back from these bullies? These people that are trying to dictate to us over pay-per-view. Why are we not taking the sport back? Vote with your feet. Vote with your feet. That's how you do it. Or your finger. Vote with your finger. Just don't press the red button. Why pay for rubbish? If you took your car to get serviced at whatever, main dealers in Sheffield, a car dealership, you don't take it there for half a job, do you? You don't pay for full service, do you? When really they've done a mini service, you pay for an A service, don't you? You say, I'm going to get a rate bill here, and then you say, well, you've only done a mini service, you've not done what I told you to do. Well, that's like pay-per-view, isn't it? We want Fury Usyk, but we're not going to get it because of the people behind the scenes. Pure greed. Pure greed. That's what this is. Pure greed. Pure greed. That's what it is. Yeah. Battery went on me. The woman going on in there about Lincolnshire bangers and mash to this other woman. I thought, oh, I'm impressed. I was impressed. Lincolnshire's famous for bangers and mash. I wonder if that's why Carl Grease could never make weight good. You know, he always looked like to me like he would dry on scales. So he's from round here. I bet he eats a lot of bangers and mash. Nice dot fighting. Do you reckon? I might try that myself today, a bit of bangers and mash.
In half a mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto A46 north.
But it looks like the Saudi fight's going ahead, doesn't it? By the time these videos are out at the moment of mine, it'll probably be done and dusted. Fight. We're that late lately, aren't we, Cameron? Hey?
In 1,000 feet, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Don't like driving around here, Lincolnshire. It's flat.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto A46 north.
So, but what did anybody think to Joshua undercard? Not even worth talking about, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's not even worth talking about. That show was that bad last night that that's where we're at. And Eddie's going to cop the flack, but is he bothered? No, because
straight on for 5 minutes to A46 north.
He's had it off, Eddie, hasn't he? Basically, he's had it off, and they're just laughing at fans now, aren't they? They're just laughing at us. So I look at it. They're just laughing. They don't care for boxing fans. They don't care for boxing fans at all. They care for money. And if this fight happens in Saudi, oh my God, can't get my head around it. How can they preach all that about drug cheats? How can you do that? Hey? How can you preach about drug cheats and then you're going and promoting one? Get it? What are they just doing? What they want? Is that what boxing's about now? Because what does this clean testing program mean now? And what's all this with Victor Conte? Him and Eddie going back and forward on social medias. Eddie's saying he spoke to him and he said, "I've never met him in my life," and all that nonsense. Look, Eddie makes it about him. Eddie's turned this into the Eddie Hills show, hasn't he? Well, he has, hasn't he? He's turned it into the Eddie Hills show. Conor Benn's not really said anything. They've left it all to Eddie Hills, haven't they, to come out and make his son even more famous. Eddie's not bothered. He's getting out there. It's free PR for him, innit? Even though everybody knows that he's a compulsive, and I mean a compulsive liar, constantly lying. Don't believe me, go ask Dave Allen. Go ask Boxrec. They've never heard of him. They've never heard of Eddie Hills. Eddie Hills, the 6-0 Iceman. Now all of a sudden it's just a couple of move-arounds in the gym he had. I thought we were talking ranked amateur fights not long ago. You were ripping through the division, Eddie. You're a born liar. You're gagging for a fight, Eddie, aren't you? Eddie is gagging for a fight. Eddie, if I were a foot tall, I'd fake you my scent and about 6 stone on me, I'd get stuck right into you. Ripping into you, mate. I'm a peaceful guy, Eddie. So that's why I think you should fight Max. You should fight Austin Maxey, because he don't like it either. Pop, pop, bang! You know, it's the boringest run ever, innit? This Newark, whatever, E46 one, innit? It's flat as out this road, it's boring. But, did anybody see Tony Bellew's interview on IFL? Oh. Drug cheats should be banned for life. But, and I've mentioned it again, but they keep repeating the same thing, don't they? And that's what we do. They work the room saying the same things to about 25 media outlets. That's what they do, and these people are all their friends. The ones without press credentials are the people like me. Because I'm going to go to one of these press conferences if I ever get a press pass, and I'd ask proper questions, wouldn't I? I just put it on him like I do Dennis. I said, Dennis, don't be giving me any of this, you've got something bubbling. Show me! Don't chat, show! Speaking of Dennis, Dennis is back today, isn't he? Yeah. Max, you're going to have to pick him up from airport. I can't do that no more, Max. I'm above that now. I'm above that now, Max. So get you over to Manchester Airport today. So, where's the next Clinton Woods coming from? The next Jamie McDonald? The next David Hay? Ricky Hatton? Where are these kids? Where are these fighters? Where are they? Not there, are they? The cupboards are bare. The cupboards are bare. So I look at it. Maybe we might need to start doing some videos on UFC fighters, because at least these UFC kids, they fight everybody, don't they? So it's something that I'm looking at. It's going to be hard, isn't it, to study that. Don't know anybody in UFC. We don't know what's going on. I know this much. When you watch it, it's quite engaging, isn't it? Because there's nowhere to hide in there, is there? It's not just punches being thrown, is it? It's knees, kicks, heads.
In 1 mile.
Choking and hot, innit?
Take the second exit onto A46 north.
Okie dokie. I think that's about it really. We've got a bit of footage out this morning. Sunday morning. I'd normally be going to bed now, wouldn't I?
Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.